afternoon and welcome to Stair Park for the Cinch League 2 match between Stranraer and Elgin City. You're watching Stranraer FC Live, brought in association with GT Mortgages, our online sponsor. I'm Lawrence Nelson. Alongside me is my sidekick Brian Martin. Behind the scenes for us today we've got Simon Sullivan and George Frank. A very good afternoon to you. Brian, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon, Lawrence. I'm excellent, thank you very much.
Bring us up to date with the Stranraer line-up for this afternoon, please.
Yeah, certainly will. This will be easier, I'm quite sure, than Kelty Hearts. Lawrence is in goals.
Fewer Ukrainians.
Luke Scully, and in 3 is Sean Burns, 22 Sean McIntosh, 5 is Ayrton Sonka, 15 Craig Ross, 17 James Hilton, 8 Grant Gallagher, 20 is Matty Yates, 2 Scott Robertson, 6 Anton Brady, 14 Josh Walker. On the bench for the Blues is 16 Dean Hawkshaw, 13 Sam Ellis, 10 Brock Watson, 11 Paul Woods, 23 Ross Smith, 18 Michael Mullen and 7 Tommy Muir.
OK, let me bring you the Elgin City line-up. They make a couple of changes from the line-up which went down to Cowdenbeath last week, with Evan Towler and Josh Peters coming in place of Matthew Cooper and Kane Hester. That makes the starting line-up for Elgin today: Daniel Hoban, Rory McEwen, Evan Towler, Ross Draper, Kane O'Connor, Angus Mailer, Russell Dingwall, Brian Cameron, Josh Peters, Rabin Omar and Aidan Sopel. On the Elgin City bench, sub-keeper Thomas McHale, Finn Allen, Matthias Mikado, Kane Hester, former Stranraer man Conor O'Keefe and Stephen Mackay. And the man in the middle for the first time this season, Brian, is Callum Scott. So a number of things to mention today. This looks like being the last live stream thanks to the rule changes reverting to normal, as it were. I don't think we're going to be able to bring you live streaming next season. Hopefully we will still be bringing you highlights. Must mention, as well as the guys behind the scenes here, Graham Thompson of GT Mortgages. They've sponsored our online offering, so thanks to them. And if you're interested at all, need to take out a mortgage, check them out online, GT Mortgages. A couple of mascots today. 3.5-year-old Flynn Woods. Flynn's dad is Paul Woods, who is on the bench for Stranraer today. Not surprisingly, one of Flynn's favourite players is his dad, just as well, he said that. And also colleague Sean Burns, who plays at number 3 this afternoon. Other mascot today is 7-year-old Mitchell Adams from Dalbeattie. I believe he's a friend of Tommy Muir, and not surprisingly he says his favourite player is Tam.
Surprise.
Welcome to the 2 youngsters. It's nice to see a bit of normality. We hear that the teams are going to be from next season, Brian, back in the dressing rooms under the main stand instead of draws.
Can I just say, Lawrence, I'd like to thank, I know this is the last show of the season, I'd just like to thank George Frank, Simon Sullivan and Colin Ferguson for keeping us boys going. We just talk a lot of rubbish. They do all the work behind us. So thank you very much, guys.
After today, unfortunately, no more live streaming. Brian Martin and myself are going back to our care in the community facility. You know, we've done it the opposite direction.
We certainly have.
You're right, it is a journey and a half. So here come both teams. Grant Gallagher leading the Stranraer team out, along with the 2 little mascots.
Good to see Josh Walker as a mascot, isn't it?
Lad there, tiny.
He's a tiny.
We know that Paul's that big himself, but you know, he's a bit bigger than that. So, right, we're just about ready at last to get underway at Stair Park. Foul on Walker. Sean Burns takes it into the front end of the box, and that's a shot, a wayward shot. Very low and really quite easy for Daniel Hoban. Brady lifts it for Burns on the left, but it doesn't reach Burns. It's lifted away by Russell Dingwall. Here's Walker though, and not sure if that was going wide or not, but back to Russell Dingwall, lifts it into the box. Omar gets a header on it, and that will be held. Now Craig Ross beaten there by Josh Peters. And Ross recovers brilliantly, and I'll tell you what,
own goal.
Scullion did well. That was a deflected shot. Deflected shot there, and Luke Scullion did really well to react and stop that.
Oh, that's good.
Josh Walker gets it through to Hilton. Hilton has a shot blocked by Evan Towler.
I think Josh had a chance to pass it to Robbo first time there.
And Robertson comes back onto the loose ball. Gallagher lifts it to Hilton in a great position.
So inside.
And it just didn't fall from first time, and that's cleared. Going to be the man. He does take it.
That's off the training ground anyway.
Yeah, Dingwall has a shot, but it's blocked. The long way round. And Jinky Hilton gets the better of Aidan Sopel.
Matty's
and it's one
onside.
for Matty Yates to chase.
Yeah, he's onside. Oh, big fella better. Oh.
A wee push there.
Yeah.
Yates rides it though.
Just not enough.
Eventually the shots
Yeah.
really get no room. It's off with Craig Ross away up the park after him. He needs to get back now. Here's Omar. Omar with Burns chasing. Omar, lovely
nice.
ball through to McEwen. Beats the offside trap. And you have to say, disappointing effort, Brian, but good save by Scullion.
Yeah, it was a good come out by Scullion there.
That was a lovely pass from McEwen.
It was a good pass. I think it was onside as well, wasn't it?
Walker too easily brushed off there for me, Brian.
Yeah.
Now, danger. Here's Omar. And Ayrton Sonker taking absolutely decent corner. And
it's off the line.
Scullion did well to save him. By the way, Stirling Albion are 4-0 up in Edinburgh City.
Oh dear.
That's unbelievable.
Chance for.
And that's it. A decent shot from Walker, but Sonker heads out and the referee has had enough. 44 minutes and 59 seconds. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe our clock's fast. So, half time, Brian Martin. Stranraer 0, Elgin City 0. Not a lot to get excited about, but what do you make of it?
No, well, Elgin probably the best chance of the game, Lawrence, with the nice passing movement. But Scullion done well to stop it, and then Grant Gallagher off the line. But apart from that, there's been very little action, Lawrence. It's been midfield and a couple of good passing movements by Stranraer and Elgin, I suppose, a couple of times, but it's been pretty poor stuff.
So half time in this Cinch League 2 match, Stranraer 0, Elgin City 0. I win enjoy your half-time cup and we'll see you for the second half. Care if that sounds harsh, but I'd actually like to see Paul Woods and Tommy Muir on in the second half, because I don't think we've threatened enough up front. Here's Robertson to Walker. Walker turns, that's comes back off the head of Cian O'Connor.
Early chance.
And that's deflected and it's tipped wide from Sean Burns. It's tipped wide for a corner. Neil Hoban tips it round. Here comes the corner.
It's a great corner.
It's a decent corner.
Craig Ross.
And
he's looking for a penalty, but
Stranraer above us.
I know.
It's because there's nothing in this game, but Elgin have certainly the better chances. Here's
there
Dingwall. Here's a real chance, Cameron. And a poor shot for Cameron. Anton Brady. Matty Yates. He's going to shoot. And he's not far away.
Not too far away.
This is near Stranraer have come, I would say. Please. So, fair enough. Brady. Gallagher turns to Hilton.
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty, yeah. Hilton brought down.
We'll look at the replay, but it looked a penalty,
Yeah, it looked fairly clear.
Now, who's going to take it? Matty Yates to make it sit. Oh no, Jinky's. Here we go.
Ball played forward. Gallagher.
It's a lovely ball through by Gallagher.
Into Hilton, he turns.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And I think, I think Ross Draper basically hits against Daniel Hoban. 64th minute. Hoban makes himself tall, and Yates strokes it to the left and puts Stranraer 1-0 up. And Stranraer's top scorer gives them the narrowest of leads.
Yeah. That was a good penalty, Lawrence.
I took it well. Hoban's an imposing figure in the goal. Hoban looking tall there, standing tall. In comes Yates.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it was pretty close to that left post. Yates to McIntosh. Can Stranraer building this? Here's Hilton in the box. Here's Paul Woods. And a bit of a pass.
Yeah, it was that. It was a good chance.
We talked about that in the first half when Elgin suddenly came awake. Suddenly it's Stranraer in the last few minutes. Now here's Tommy Muir. And the keeper spills that one. So just as I was saying, so Stranraer have suddenly come awake.
Yeah, they've come alive with it.
Here's the free kick and the wall does its job. Here's Conor O'Keefe though. He'll have a go and it just doesn't drop. Hilton trying to get in, and Hilton eventually does get the better of Draper, which isn't easy to do necessarily. Brady picks out Yates. Yates pokes it through for Brady. He's in the box, and that was a bit of pass goes straight to Towler.
Bit panicky.
Here's O'Keefe.
Found a bit of space on his side.
And has a go.
Oh well.
Burns hurdles it over Ross Smith, and it falls nicely for Hawkshaw.
Now Paul, that was almost a brilliant ball.
Well, Kane O'Connor did well. Now here's Tommy Muir from Yates.
Tommy
Tries a shot, again not far away. And it goes.
Oh, must be.
And it's Sam Ellis.
Sam Ellis.
At the back post. It
That's
beat
a
two players on the goal line.
A
And Sam
farewell
Ellis
goal.
pops it home.
A farewell goal for Sam.
86th minute, young Sam Ellis doubles Stranraer's lead.
Got to be said, Lawrence, it was a wicked free kick right enough.
Well,
Hawkshaw.
There were a couple of players who could have got it with wearing a blue shirt, so in it comes.
Absolutely brilliant free kick,
Yeah.
right into the danger area.
It beat Muir, and I think it was Gallagher it beat, and Sam Ellis comes in at the back post.
Yep.
Pokes it home. You know, the better side, but Edinburgh beat us 3 times out of 4.
Points, yeah.
And as I say, we can't figure out why we're not above Steny in the table, because we've had them in toast for the last few years. Here's Elgin coming now, ball into the middle, nobody deals with that.
Oh, great save.
Conor O'Keefe right down. McIntosh nicks in and robs O'Keefe. Here's Dean Hawkshaw again. Pokes it through to Woods, who's back on his feet.
Oh, he got a break of the ball.
Woods is still in there, and Hoban produces the block at the near post.
I mean, since it's something.
Been a frustrating one.
That's it, Lawrence, for the season.
Referee doesn't even play 2 minutes injury time.
Yeah, I think it's been a roller coaster season, Lawrence. I think that's you can say about the season.
It's a season that we've always thought promised a bit, but we weren't quite good enough.
Yep.
However, solid enough 2-0 win over Elgin this afternoon. Elgin didn't beat us at all this season, which, given what happened last season, is a complete turnaround in form.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, Lawrence, they seem to have the bogey of us last season. We've got the bogey of them this season, but all in all, we finished in 47 points, just short of the playoffs. A couple of victories and a couple of points here and there, and you're right there. But it wasn't to be. But we're surviving this league, and we're here again next season.
We get ready to start, and hopefully both sides are probably looking to be further up the table next season. So again, a few people to thank. We thank our online sponsors, GT Mortgages. Thank the guys, Brian Martin, Lawrence Nelson, and your commentary team this afternoon. We thank Simon Sullivan, George Frank, Colin Ferguson for their work behind the scenes, and to be fair, all the folk at Stranraer FC that provided the funding for this and supported us in doing the live stream. We might not be able to do more live streams, but hopefully we'll be back in June, July, August, whenever, to do highlights of the games. So we get out of the season on a high. Stranraer 2, Elgin City 0. Football fans at both ends of the country, hope you guys have a good summer, and we'll see you again when the League Cup starts. Thanks for watching Stranraer FC Live.